Hello students, welcome to the online math class of grade 6. So students, yesterday we learned how to form the largest and the smallest possible number using any given digits. We also saw how to arrange numbers in ascending and descending order. Let us quickly revise what we did in our last class. So I am going to show you all a CRL. So students, before we watch the CRL, I want you all to quickly open your notebook and have your pen or pencil handy with you in the next 5 seconds. When I say go, you will open your notebook and keep your pen ready with you. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time up. I hope all of us are aware. CRL is Classroom Resource Live. Okay. So now I will show you some questions. Yeah. So I will give you 2 minutes to think of these two questions by yourself. The first question is, if I move 6 to the 10 lakhs place, what number will I get? That is this highlighted number 6. If I'm moving it to the 10 lakhs position, what would be the new value of that number? Second question, write this number in the international system of numeration. So students, we already know that there are two kinds of numerations, the Indian system of numeration and the international system of numeration. For Indian system, we start from the right side, we go by 3, 2, 2, 2, so we take in those intervals. For international system, we will do 3, 3, 3 and so on and so forth. Alright, you have 2 minutes to think of your answers. Your time starts now. Make sure you're writing the place value on top of the numbers so you do not get confused. One minute left. Last 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Now let us check our answers. Okay. If I move 6 to the 10 lakhs position, that is ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakhs. Now my number 6 is at 10,000th position. When I move it to the 10 lakhs position, the number becomes this. 3 crores 67 lakhs 28,900. This is Indian system of numeration. Can you see the periods? 3, 2, 2, 2 and so on and so forth. The number in international system would be ones, tens, 100. Now the difference is in international system of numeration, we do not have only, now the difference in international system, we do not have 1000, 10,000 and lakh. We will have 1000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, so on and so forth. So this is 36,728,900. Yeah, please be very careful when you're seeing these numbers. When you see the periods, it should give you an easy hint as to what system of numeration it is. Place value helps us read the value of a large quantity. As we change the place of a digit in the number, the value of the number changes. Correct? Great. Friends, by now we've learned that place value helps us read the value of a large quantity. As we change the place of a digit in any number, the value of that number changes. When the place value changes to the left or right hand side, the value of the number changes. Now, what I want all of us to do is quickly close our notebooks, but keep it handy with you. We are going to watch a CRL and we are going to see how do we use large numbers and small numbers in real life situations. Okay, so I want your notebook to be handy. Okay, we'll start watching a CRL now. Yeah, large numbers in practice. Large numbers in practice. Okay, so we've learned about the different units that we use to measure length, weight and capacity already in our previous grades. Yeah, the major unit used to measure length is meter. The basic unit used to measure weight is gram. The basic unit to measure capacity is in liters. Yeah, length, height and distance are units of meters. Weight is measured in grams. Capacity is measured in liter. For large quantities, we use kilo in the basic unit. We add kilo to the word before it. For example, kilometer, kilogram, kiloliter. So if you look at large quantities where we are talking about long distances, we talk in kilometers. When we are referring to heavy weights, we talk in terms of kilograms. And we are talking about huge capacities of liquids like your overhead tank over the water, you would talk in kiloliters. Similarly, for smaller units, we add milli to the basic units. So kilo means large, milli means small. See, when I'm measuring the length and height of very small objects, I will talk in terms of milliliter, like length of my nails, you know, small distances, I will talk in millimeters. When I'm measuring small weights, I will talk in milligrams, correct? Like the small packets you find in shops. When I'm talking about small capacities, I will talk in milliliters, like syringes, injections. You see the small ones, they're all measured in milliliters. So we know meter, gram and liter are the basic units of measurement, correct? This we have established. Let us go a little further. Smaller units, I can break them into three different points: deci, centi and milli. I'm sure you have already heard of some names already. Like if you use a ruler, you will find millimeter, centimeter. Yeah. The same way you'd have found milligrams, centigrams. Let's see larger units now. Larger units are called deca, hecta and kilo. Alright. So when I take my basic unit, if I do 10 times of the basic units, I'll get 1 deca unit. Alright. So 1 deca unit is 10 basic units. Think of it this way. 1 deca unit is 10 basic units. 1 hectare unit is 100 basic units. 1 kilo unit is 1000 basic units. See, from each larger unit to smaller unit, we multiply by 10. If I want to measure 1 kilo, I would measure it by 10. 1 kilo is 10 hectare. 1 hectare is 10 deca. 1 deca is 10 basic units. Correct? You see, from kilometer to meter, if I have to convert, I will just multiply it 3 times by 10. So multiply 10 into 10 into 10. correct? 1 meter, 10 meters will make 1 decameter. 1 decameter 10 times will make 1 hectometer. 10 hectometers will make 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. This is a standard, students. This you will remember for the rest of your lives. Take a quick 10 seconds and write this down in your notebook. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in summary, okay, when I'm moving from each larger unit to a smaller unit, we multiply it by 10. Okay, from each smaller unit to larger unit we divide it by 10. Let us see how that works. So one basic unit, if I break it into 1/10, right, 1/10, that is one whole divided into 10 equal parts, I will get 1 deci unit. If I divide 1 deci unit into equally 10 parts, all right, I will get 1 centi unit. That is 1/100th of one basic unit. If I take one basic unit, if I break it into 100 equal parts, one part of it is called 1 centi unit. If I take this 1/100th part, if I break that again into 10 small tiny pieces, then I'll have 1000 milliparts or 1000th of my basic unit. I will call that milli. Alright. So let us see how that works. From centimeter to meter, if I have to go, how many steps are there? There is one step and two steps. I will divide it by 10, 1/10 and I'll multiply it two times because there are two steps. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1/10 of basic unit and 1/10 of that basic unit. That is 1/100th of one basic unit or meter. If it is 1 centigram, then it will be 1/100th grams. If it's 1 milligrams, then it will be 1 by 10 into 1 by 10 into 1 by 10 because we're moving 3 steps now. That will be 1000th meter. Alright. So students, if you can see from each larger unit to smaller unit, we multiply by 10. Alright. If I'm moving here, I will multiply by 10. When I'm moving from here, I will divide by 1000. 1 by 10 will give me 1/10. 1 by 10 into 1 by 10, I'll give it 1 centi. When I divide that again in 10 parts, I will get 1 milli. Similarly, when I multiply my basic unit into 10, I will get 1 deca. When I multiply my 1 deca into 10, I will get 1 hecta. When I multiply my 1 hecta into 10, I will get 1 kilo unit. Great. Take quick 2 minutes to write this down in your note. Your time starts now. 30 seconds up. 1.5 minutes more to go. One minute up, one more minute to go. You see there are three different base units, but the conversion is the same for any unit. If we are following the base 10 method. 40 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time up. Pencils down. So students, are you ready for a quick challenge? Great. We are going to have 3 quick questions called CFUs. CFU means check for understanding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show 3 questions on the screen. You will have 30 seconds to think of your answer and share our answers with. You will have 30 seconds to think of your answer and then we will discuss our answers. These are the 3 questions. Your time starts now. And time. Now I will be sharing the answers with you on the screen. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. This we already know. Recollect the table. You know, I had my millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, meter, decameter, hectameter and kilometer. So these 5 places I had to jump. So I kept multiplying by 10. So 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. If I multiply that 5 times, I will get 1 lakh centimeters. Alright. The third one, 1 kg is equal to 10 lakh milligrams. We will meet with more interesting concepts tomorrow. Until then, see you. Happy learning.